What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Live Good, Feel Better, the podcast where we talk about health in a way that's practical, honest, and actually doable. I'm Joshua Gibson, a believer, husband, father, business owner, rapper, and now health enthusiast. And around here, y'all, we focus on simple habits that help you feel better physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. Today, we are talking about something that affects your mental health, your family, and your everyday life, and that is your environment. But before we get into the main conversation, I want y'all to be a part of just the conversation, all right? Share your stories, your success, your struggles, or even your goals by emailing livegoodfeelbetterpodcast@gmail.com, okay? Now, let's get into the scripture for this season. This is season 2 now, y'all. We're going to roll. Philippians 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean into your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your path. I cannot believe we are on season 2 scripture, y'all. Come on, clap it up. Clap it up. All right. Now let's get into the intro for today's guest. Today's guests are a couple you might recognize if you've been following my journey for a while. But this time, we are having a very different conversation, all right? Now, they are the creators behind Vially's Diary, a platform centered around family, culture, intentional living, and what they call funny chaos. And over time, they have built a strong and growing presence across social media, reaching over 86,000 people across their platforms and continuing to grow by sharing their real life with authenticity. But what really stands out about them isn't just the numbers, it's the home they've created. They've taken everyday family life and turned it into something that feels like an HGTV special while still keeping it real, lived in, and full of personality. They are raising their 2 boys with intention, building a home rooted in culture, and showing that you can have structure, style, and strong values even in the middle of chaos. And since the last time we talked to y'all, not only has their platform grown, but their vision, their lifestyle, and their impact has grown with it. Y'all help me welcome Nate and Vially Dorestant. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Thank you. I was very concerned about messing up your name because, like I said, I practiced that the wrong way this whole day, but we are good to go.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm like, he's talking about us?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, we did the interview, I think that was 2 years ago at this point, with my wife on our family page. And at that time, I think you guys were like 10,000 followers on Instagram, and now you're way above that. So definitely congratulations to y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just some advice as somebody who I'm in the same field trying to grow. What advice do y'all have for me trying to grow in that space?
I think consistency is the key for first
Yep.
of all. In the beginning, it's not going to be easy. You have to, stay out there posting.
Yep.
The views are not going to come right away, but I think for one, quality of your content is key. Like I see,
Yeah.
we watch your content all the time, and I'm seeing that quality, the video quality, and I'm like, yeah, that's what hooks people. And so,
Hey, thank you.
I think that's what starts it off, the consistency, people being able to relate to us.
I think, too, it's a mental game.
For sure.
Yeah.
Social media is a mental game, and it's not the same as, because we consider ourselves entrepreneurs, and it's a different type of entrepreneur, because, like, usually when we're doing the normal entrepreneurship is you put your head down and you're working. No one knows you're doing it until it happens. But
Facts.
you're actually growing it in front of millions of people. So you're going to see naysayers. You're going to feel the cringe factor. You're going
Yep.
to feel very isolated, even though so many people are watching you, and they're going to see you fail. They're going to see you succeed. They're going to see so many of the roller coaster, as opposed to if you were doing this typical building it privately. So you're
Yeah.
going to have to get out of that mindset and not care. Don't care about the cringe factor, because it's humble beginnings. Like if you're starting a new company, not the typical way, you don't get to look back, which is what's cool. You don't get to look back to see how far you've come. With creating content, you get to look back, and we saw our first brand deal that we've ever gotten, and we're like, oh my gosh, the video quality, what were we thinking? But at the same time, I was like, oh my goodness, we were babies doing this.
Yeah.
We didn't have any. So just start. Just start.
You gotta
It's a
start from
mental game.
gotta
And
start
If
be
from somewhere.
cringy.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
cringe.
Like that's
'Cause
what I'm learning for sure. Like I like being funny. I don't care too much about being cheesy, but it is a little nerve wracking doing it in front of potentially thousands and millions of people. But
mhm.
you really just can't care, and that's what's gonna draw people in. Because at the end of the day, behind closed doors, we're all really cringy. Nobody is cool 24/7. So
Exactly.
Exactly. And if you follow social media and you see those relatable videos, we all live the same life. We all grew up the same way.
and that's crazy. Like yeah,
So,
no matter what culture we all have. Yeah, you were
and you don't know
absolutely
who you're
right.
reaching either because we had like one brand deal. This person, when you get followers, you don't know what their background is, their job is, what they do. Someone said that they've been following us for 5 years now,
Wow,
and they wanted to, and they work with a big brand, and that's how they contacted us.
beautiful.
You never know who's watching. Like the views may be low, but the people that see it,
The
they could share it or send it to someone else. And you look at this, and then even the algorithm might be like, "Oh, this is some good content," and then they push it out. So
yeah,
it's
You
a
just
game
never
that you just
know.
got to keep playing.
If you build
facts.
it, they will come.
I want to take it back to before y'all had kids, before y'all had the beautiful home. What's the origin of y'all's love story?
We started and Hurricane Wilma happened.
Okay.
Hurricane Katrina happened, and then Hurricane Wilma happened soon after, and a lot of roofs were damaged. And so Nathan and I, we met doing volunteer work, doing roofing for roofing companies, helping people fix their roof.
Yeah.
And who was the first person to approach? How did the other person feel when the other person approached? I kind of talk about that.
Well, it was a mutual thing. Like, well, I think it was a mutual thing. We started
Yeah.
off definitely just talking as friends.
He
Um,
didn't like me.
Uh-oh.
her voice is it's kind of you got to get used to it.
It's so crazy.
So at first I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do this, but it grew on me. Like I
And
don't know,
and our
probably the
first
second time meeting her, it kind of was like music to my ears.
And
Yeah.
our firstborn, it's so funny because he thought that I sound like, is this a real voice? Like he couldn't stand my squeaky voice. And our firstborn, for the longest, had a Mickey Mouse voice, and he
Oh.
loved his son voice. Just want to point that out.
Yeah. So we started off doing the volunteer work together. Um, you know, just talking, figuring out each other's backgrounds. She found out I was Haitian, so that kind of drew her to me.
Yeah.
And it went from there. Friends. I tried to get her number. She was playing hard to get. She's like, "No, you take my number." I was like, "Okay," or "Do you give me your number?" Something like that.
And I only did that because growing up, I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend. And so if I took his number, I can call him, what is it, star 69, block my number so he could call me
Yep. You
back and my
bringing it
mom
all the
wouldn't
way
know.
back with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is like early. We were like juniors in high school when this
Yeah.
all happened.
Yeah.
So that's where we started. And then probably like 2 years later, I asked her to be my girlfriend, and that's what it went from
And
there.
I want you to touch on the proposal story.
Oh
Cause
man.
I remember something about that being funny. So I just want to bring that to
ain't
this
nothing funny about
audience.
my proposal.
Oh, well, it
It's
was funny. Yeah,
yeah,
it wasn't
at the
funny at the
time it was
time,
not
but
funny. At the time it was not funny.
Still,
Still
still.
still bring it up. Um so I had a whole elaborate thing planned out where I was gonna propose to her. We were gonna go to one of her friend's house, or she was gonna go to one of her friend's house, and I was gonna be the one to, open the door and give this whole spiel on how I love her and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. But the day that it was supposed to happen, I I ended up having something to eat
Cereal.
before some cereal, and you know us, we get the itis after you eat, so
yep.
I fell asleep through through the time where I was supposed to be proposing. So
I'll take
she's
it from
blowing up
there.
my phone.
I'll take it from there.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
I called him because what happened is we're one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and so we were doing door to door And I was supposed to go to a friend house that I didn't know that's where they live, because I don't really know everybody's homes. And so he was supposed to open the door. He goes, let me know when you're done doing preaching work. I called and called and called and called. Nothing. And he told me we're supposed to go to the mall and hang out there and then like have dinner.
Yep.
I got stood up. Like, he never picked up his phone. So then I called his brother and he answered. I'm like, hey, what's Nathan doing? He's like, sleeping. And at this time, we are at 7:00 p.m. Arrangements were made 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So now we're at nighttime.
Oh, so wait, I don't think I caught this. So it was 7 hours where you had no idea where he was?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if I caught that last time.
Mhm.
I was knocked out, man.
And so I'm like, can you please wake him up? He woke him up, and I'm like, at that time too, he was skating on thin ice at that time, because like I'm
Yeah.
a planner. If you probably already know that, and I'm like,
Yeah, I can.
like, listen, at 25, we're gonna get engaged. So we started dating when we were 18. 18. We started dating when we were 18. And I'm like,
Yep.
25, that gives you enough time, because at the time he was working at the movie theater. So that gives you enough time to save. And I don't care how big the ring is. I don't care about any of that, because I'm gonna upgrade anyways.
Yep.
So I said, just propose. I was raised by a single mother. We might be broke, whatever. I can handle it, because I've been there and I know how to do. My mom prepared me for, success. So we
Yeah.
would do this. So it didn't matter. And 25 came, never happened. So I was upset about that. But I'm like, I can't pressure the man to marry me, to propose. And the day he was going to propose, he fell asleep eating cereal.
Mm.
And so I broke up with him that night.
I mean,
Oh,
I really don't remember her breaking up with me. That's something that we never agree on, because I don't. I mean, I felt it. I felt the energy, like it might happen. So I'm
the
like,
breakup energy.
yeah. So I'm like, I can't let this day end without me doing it. Like, I know I missed the
Yeah.
opportunity to do the plan, but I gotta go through with it. So I can't. I went over to her house.
We broke
and
up.
Took her out. You say
You had selective hearing. We broke up. I said it was over, and then he said, "Hey, let me take you. Can we just go out to you? I want to make it up to you." So I said, "Sure," and we couldn't
Mm.
break up more. But yeah, we broke up, and then we went to my brother at that time. As I mentioned, we're Jehovah's Witnesses, so we are supposed to have chaperones, so we're not allowed to be alone. So my little brothers came with me, so I didn't think anything of it. My little brothers were in the car, and then he took me to Ale House.
Is that a
And,
restaurant?
it's a restaurant that I don't like.
Ooh.
So he took me to Ale House to meet up some friends, and my brothers were there. So he goes and opens my door, and then he proposed, opening the door to the parking lot of Ale House.
I was like, can you grab me something out the glove box? And she took it. She opened it up, and the ring was there. And then I gave I got on my knee, gave a little speech and everything. And she said yes.
I did.
You had your
course.
opportunity.
Because I love the man. We did it for 7 years. But like,
that's what matters the most. That's what matters the most.
Yeah.
So you know from jump, Nate, that she has forgiveness in her heart, even though you might have messed up a little bit and it wasn't intentional. She still forgave you. She still loved you. So it was messed up, but it was still kind of a good sign. I'm trying to look at it in a half, a cup half full standpoint.
Every time we drive by Ale House, because it's a franchise, I just
shudder.
What is that, Twitch? Like,
yep, just
I
cringe a little
glitch
bit. Yep.
every time.
Yeah, it wasn't my best moment, but it led to our best moments. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
exactly. It led to where we are now, for sure. So before I get fully into like what you guys are doing with your home and everything, this is just a question I had personally, because I remember one time, it was a while since I had seen you guys' content, and I just searched for it and I couldn't find it. And the name on Instagram went from the Dorestant family to Vially's diary. So what was the reason behind the name change? And I think it's been like a different direction in content. What was the reason for that?
so it was originally my name was Vially's Diary. It was Vially's Diary. And then it went to the Dorestant family. Come like it makes sense to be Dorestant family because all of us. So I thought.
Right.
And I went to my first brand deal with a group of other content creators, and they were looking me up in the search engine, and nothing was coming up. They're saying that I'm not searchable. Our page is not searchable as far as like even they had to spell the Dorestant. It's when it got to A, which is the one letter before the last letter, is when my name popped up.
Yeah.
And they're like, no one's gonna remember how to spell Dorestant because it's different, and so no one knows how to spell Dorestant. So the fact that it's not like, but now like if I put VIA, my name pops up. Or
Right.
VI, it pops up. But before it wasn't popping up. So they encouraged me to change it back to Vially's Diary. And my diary is my family. So I could still
Yeah.
keep it in that way, in that form. So that's why that happened.
Yeah.
And
And we were doing it made sense too because we were doing a lot of family, content and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
another thing that they said was that it was more it's your page since it was your page.
It's my page, and it was too much of my family where I'm not the POV. Because if you're creating a brand, you can't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces in the brand. It has to be you centered, and your family is included, but it has to be from my point of view, which is why when I first started my page, it was supposed to be mom content, and I started with doing DIY projects as well.
Yeah.
Way back. But it was around COVID time and everything was so delayed. So I couldn't get my tools, I couldn't get any furniture, I couldn't get anything. I had to wait 10 months before something would come, like if I was about something big. So I just
Yeah.
stopped creating home content because it was costing me and I couldn't be consistent. And so we took it to just made a family page. But my love is DIY projects.
And I can tell, like, cause when I found y'all, or however it happened when we started following each other, y'all were the Dorestant family. And now that it's what it is, I can tell there's a difference in passion and consistency. I don't know if it's just life, but y'all are killing the content. It's still funny family content, but it's also, like I said, that HGTV feel. And anybody who loves looking at like good homes, like aesthetics, y'all are the perfect page for that. And I love it. As
Yeah.
looking at another Black family, like it's inspirational for sure. So
Oh man,
Thank you. That
appreciate
means
that.
a
Yeah.
lot because we want to definitely, and like, what do I want to get when we were making the change back to Vially's Diary? I'm like, what do I really want from this? Like, because I can't just make move and just for the heck of social media, but I don't want to. I want to create a branding, something that comes out of this, and so
yeah,
I wanted to like my whole thing. If I'm going to include my family, I wanted to give the Cosby feel,
mm,
and I wanted my home when we started our project. I'll wait till you bring that, but like creating the home for my kids. Our house was white and black. That was it. But I'm like, when my sons come home, they come to a sterile home because I fell into the trap of a black and white home. And I'm like, it's not
mm-hmm,
giving warmth. It's not giving a safe place. It's giving, hey, don't dirty this. Hey, watch out for this. Hey, there's fingerprints here. It needs to be
yeah,
wiped off. And I just wanted to, if my kids one day when they talk about their childhood, I want them to say, remember the time mom created the house like a hotel?
yeah.
Because
They will definitely remember. This is a core memory for me, so I know it's a core memory for them, for sure. So what? That was actually one of my questions. That's crazy you brought that up. Like how when you're on Instagram, 9 out of 10 homes that look like the aesthetic or what you want your house to look like, quote unquote, are white, black, gray, and that's you wanted to build your home into an actual home where the kids felt comfortable. But at what point did you like start becoming intentional about turning your space into a home where you were like consistent about it?
like my kids are living room kids, which we're very proud of. They don't go in their room, and their room have color, but they don't stay in their room. They stay in the living room.
Office, our
That's
room.
beautiful.
Like they're all over the place.
It was.
They don't need to be secluded. They don't want to be secluded. They want to be.
Trust me, we try. Like, go in your room, go in your room. But no,
they want to be around us, on top of us,
Yeah.
underneath us. Like everywhere we turn, they're right there. So,
Beautiful.
that's why we wanted the house to be, comfortable for them to live in. They want to live in each space of the house. And so that's why it felt like a great direction to go in, instead of just keeping it as like a model home. You feel like you can't touch anything or something like that. And we try to find a way to make it look like it's aesthetically pleasing, but at the same time, the kids can live in it.
Yeah.
And it's my turn to raise boys. So, okay, so to answer your question, for me, when I'm like, okay, when I introduced the idea to my husband, I was in the kitchen, and my son was watching TV, and he got up and he was laying on the pillow, and he fixed the pillow and chopped it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that. I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm happy he did it, but it was like, am I creating a robotic kid? Am I creating, hey, fix the pillows, like, you got to do this? And so, like, I was watching him, and he fixed the pillows, and he got up, and then he came back, and he left again, and he fixed the pillow again. I'm just like, I don't
Yeah.
think I like that, because he at the time he was 9. I'm like, he's 9, like. Yeah, I don't do the whole boys will be boys thing, but I still want my kids to feel like this is their home. I don't
Right.
mind a little, hey, can you pick that up? I don't mind doing that. And so the fact that he did it on his own, I don't even say, hey, make sure the pillows are fixed. He just did it. And I'm like, did I create this environment where he feel like he couldn't fully relax?
Yeah.
Just how the design went. And I didn't like it. So I brought the idea up to him. And it's so funny because I'm not the first person that created a house into a hotel. I mentioned it to him, how the phone listens. So this content creator also came up with it. For some reason, I went online and I opened the app, and that was the first thing I saw after I had just discussed this with them. And so I ran to my son, like, to the side. Of course, ours are two different things. I still wanted to feel like a home and not too much a hotel where but like I chose the hotel vibe because it's my turn to raise boys. I have brothers, and in a Haitian, sometimes the boys get the relaxed portion, but I also I want to be able to raise my boys, because as a boy mom, we get bad reps for having boys, and like we're the worst. There's that and the third, we hear about it. So I wanted to be able to create a hotel so they could feel the luxury, but also know how to live outside of our house. And like we did the restaurant, like our dining room's like a restaurant, so they know how to fix a fork and a spoon, like where to place it. Like my son now knows to say, do you want still water or do you want sparkling? So he knows the difference. But it's not like tight, but they at least know how to live outside, because just because they're boys don't mean they can't be classed up. Just because they're boys, they can't be, educated. They don't know how to make their bed. They don't know how to clean after themselves. They do, but also they enjoy it because they also get to design. Because I would tell them, hey, what do you want this to be? What do you want that to be? How do you want this in a hotel?
So is it safe to say this is y'all's forever home, or are y'all making the realtor's job very easy in the next few years?
Making it easier for them. It's not our forever home because I'm not sure I want to live in Jacksonville. Um, I know I don't want to live in Jacksonville. I know I don't want to live there. But while I'm here, while the economy is the way it is, I want to still be able to enjoy what we worked hard for.
With it being your POV, when I'm watching the videos, it seems as though you're doing all the work. But then in my research, there was a video y'all had, I think it's pinned, where you're kind of directing everything, and Nate was doing a lot of the work. So like, what is the balance of like who's doing the work, and then how did y'all learn all this anyways? At YouTube or
YouTube University?
Definitely YouTube University.
YouTube. I know how to do certain things. When I started doing it, when I did that first video, it was just my hook to
Yeah,
find my first voiceover. Um, but we learned together. I I can't do nothing because like English is not my first language, so a lot of stuff I don't understand what they're saying, and I can't like process it. So he has to tell me in layman's term, or he'll
yeah,
just do it for me when I get frustrated. Like painting, that's my thing.
Yeah.
So he doesn't do painting.
yeah.
So like doing the
So you did the
cabinet,
green cabinets
yes,
and beautiful, nice.
that's painting. This is where I shine. If we're because we're about to do you get exclusive. We're about to do our guest bathroom. And that's
Okay.
where he comes in, the heavy lifting and all that
Yep.
other stuff. But painting and I can do painting because a lot of our work, if you notice, the big things is we don't do big major renovations. A lot of it
Right.
does a little goes a long way and it's painting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the aesthetic. A lot of it is painting from my memory and what I see, but that alone can change
Mm-hmm.
just the
Just
vibe of a room like
yeah.
easily.
You don't have to break the bank.
How do y'all think the environment of your home connects to your mental health?
Oh, it's refreshing. Um, I feel like in our age now, mid 30s and whatever, mentally, little things overwhelm us or overstimulate us. So
Yeah,
coming home to a house that's like messy or, you know, first of all, it's plain. It doesn't stand out to you. It doesn't do anything for you. You feel like you're in I don't know, like what are those places? Like a mental
Mental work,
facility? Yeah, yeah.
yes.
yeah,
Or something like
That's
just the
how it
white
felt
walls and
for me.
yes. So giving the house personality kind of gives, that home feeling or just a theme, any kind of theme, just it made it feel like this is where I want to be. So every
yeah,
time we change something like the hallway or the hall, I mean not the hallway, the foyer, kitchen, it's just so refreshing to come home from a long day of work. You walk into the house and it's just like a breath of fresh air. Like, man, we did this.
yeah.
Look at it. So it for mental health, it's great for mental health, definitely.
Yeah, it was
How?
very sterile.
Yeah,
It really put us in a not realizing that at the time, not realizing it. I was definitely like, I'm bored. It put us in a weird vibe, not knowing that's what it was happening. But now that we added color to the home, it's so like there's character, there's
yeah,
charm, there's a vibe.
And it's stimulating too. It gives us something to do, outside of work. You have a hobby like
Hmm.
that, you're going to reap benefits from
yeah.
doing all this stuff and then standing back and like, man, look at this hard work that we put in. And then the final product is very rewarding.
How do the boys feel about it? And then how much do they help, or is it just something that you guys do as a couple?
No, they help here and there. Like my boys, when I'm painting, I ask them to come and help.
And they,
Nice.
and they want to,
Yeah.
like we said before, they always want to be around us. And so their first, reaction or instinct is to be like, what can I do? How can I help? And so
Nice.
we're always trying to find something where they could contribute, and they love it. They enjoy it.
So, as a HGTV fan and a fan of the Dorestant family, are we ever gonna get a full home tour, like on some MTV Cribs type stuff, or is it just like one room at a time?
I'm still trying to figure that out. It's so funny that you said that because that was the topic yesterday night when we were playing our content. And
Hey,
I'm like, I think I should, because I feel like they don't really know that I'm turning my home into a hotel. People that has followed me, and that has been, I don't want to say fans, like friends. Like I consider you guys friends of ours. I'll probably show more of the house all together. I'll probably do that
nice,
more. What do you like
beautiful.
most about our page?
It's again, it's relatable as far as we have two boys as well. I feel like we're about the same age, so your boys are a little older than mine, so it's kind of like I can kind of see maybe where we're gonna be in the future a little bit. And then it's just inspiring, it's funny. Everything you have in the bio is what it is. It's inspiring, it's funny, it's relatable. Cause again, anybody, even if you have a boy and a girl or two girls, you can relate to what it looks like to raise kids that are like 12 and under. So it's just entertaining. and it's a good vibe. There's a lot of negative stuff on social media, and going to you guys' page and other people's page that's not negative is just a breath of fresh air.
Thank you.
So for
'Cause I
sure,
want to be able to keep that, because I don't want to
please do.
derail too much from it and be like, "Are my pages only home content?" That's where the intentional parenting, because we didn't do that before. We should just do funny. But I feel like now I'm so much more passionate, because
Yeah.
as a boy mom, we get a bad rep. And also,
Now you gotta expound on that. I've never heard the bad rep on boy moms. What have you heard about, like, the
that
rep you guys have?
we baby our
Oh,
boys,
okay, yeah, I
that
have heard that.
like if they like if they, what is it, like, we raise them only for them to get married and be re-raised. When they have their spouse, their spouse needs to know that they hit the jackpot, not me telling them just by their action towards their spouse.
Yes.
And then also still raising them in America as Black boys.
Yep.
And then just teaching them, because I think I had a conversation with my husband, and it opens my eyes, like, oh wow, I guess it's the same kind of conversation like with a white person and the Black person. They're like, oh, I never thought of this. Is when my husband, I'm like, what is your biggest fear as a man? And he's like, getting stopped. And I'm just like, you think that? And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I fear that. That's my biggest fear. I've been with this guy for all my life, like 20 something years, and we've never talked about getting pulled over. Like, we react to stories that we've heard and sit on the news and we get upset,
Yeah.
but I never knew that was his fear. And so my son's gonna have that fear. My son's going to be a Black man in America. So we're just
Yep.
trying to be intentional with teaching them and educating them and opening them, just because they're not girls. Because, girl moms, they do the ballets, they do the dance when they're young. And
Yeah.
we just started looking into piano lessons for the boys. Like, we want to intentionally raise them and open their eyes, and not just because they're boys will be boys. We took that out the equation. That's not something that we say in our house.
Yep.
So for us, that's more where we're going with it. And I don't want to do so much DIY projects and forget about that, because that's where I'm at right now in my stage, in my journey.
Yeah. And there's a balance too. Like, y'all have you have the funny videos that have nothing to do with DIY. And then I don't know if it's a series or not, but when you guys sit down at the table or something like that.
Back to the table.
Yeah. So like even that, we're just like, I'm sure that gives people ideas. Like, you know what? We might eat at the table together, but we might have our phones out, or we might have the TV playing in the background. Intentionally turn that stuff off so you can connect, like how we did, at least for me, like how we did back in the 90s and 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So stuff
Yeah.
like that is inspiring.
Yes. And I think that's the whole goal, turning the home. Like, we want to raise on and off together with the house and the kids and raising them. It is taking them back to the 90s.
Yes. The best time for
Or
sure.
doing things how we probably like wish it would have been. I'm like, for me, I can say that as a kid growing up, I don't remember sitting at the table every day, often for dinner and stuff like that. So it's like the life that I want to give for my kids to raise them how to be. I want it to be more intentional. I wanted us to have the benefits of open lines of communication, enjoying each other's company at the table, helping out to make the dinner, bring it to the table, clean up after.
Yeah.
All of that is bonding, and it keeps us close together. And so I just want to be able to do that.
I think we did one of our video, and it hit so hard. Like, I teared up. A comment really got to me. I'm actually going to do a video on it. We were doing a brand, and somebody commented, and they wrote, "This must be AI because the father's in the picture."
Oh wow.
That one,
Mm.
that one struck the nerve in me. And I think that's why a little bit we're not leaning so much on the funny as well, because I feel like I have a duty. Like, you have a calling.
Yep.
Like, I feel like I have a duty to change the narrative of what they see. Is we're Haitian, so we have the bad rep that politics have brought with Haitians,
Yeah.
and um, we're black, so we have that going against us as well. And they're boys, we have that going us against us. We're women, we have that. Like, there's just so many things that so many stereotypes that is attached to us. And something so fun. My kids were in the video, and for someone to say that, I just feel like I have a calling to just not only to keep our page. You will never see us do a page where there's cuss words or this and that.
Yeah.
Not to say I don't listen to songs like that, but I feel like I want the wholesome content. I want
Yeah.
to create a home where I could show this is the house of a black family. My husband is in the picture. The fact that they're saying it must be AI because the dad is there, that really, that fueled me.
Nate, how did you feel about that comment? Is like, obviously you put in work, you are with your family day in
Yeah.
and day out. Like, when you
Yeah.
heard about that comment or saw it, how did that make you feel?
I mean, so I'm a very laid back person. Like, a lot of stuff just rolls right off my shoulders.
Yeah.
So I know there's trolls on the internet. There's people that's just they're stuck in their ways of thinking. And so um to me, I didn't think too much of it. Like, it didn't bother me. I definitely brought it to her attention, or you brought it to my attention or something. We spoke about it for a little bit. That people are just messed up in the head. They'll find any way to bring down something positive. Like,
Yeah.
we'll have posts, about what do we have? There's posts about me helping you clean, or getting the boys to help you with folding the clothes and stuff like that. All these positive comments, and then there's this one person who's like, "Oh, but why isn't the husband doing the work, or he should be the one showing and leading by example?" So it's like they'll
You
find
can't do.
anything.
Yeah.
You can't do anything right. They'll
And
find anything to shine a negative light on something that's supposed to be positive and wholesome. So we know what our intention is. We know what our message is. Like, in the caption, if you read the caption, it tells you exactly what we're trying to portray in the video. So
Yeah.
for you to go in and find something, dig deep into something that's not really there, I just let it roll off my shoulder, and that's my job, to try to help her just
Yeah.
let it roll off the shoulder. You either block them, you don't have to reply, just let it stay there. Most of the time, the other people that comment will come to our defense, and they'll give all the comments like, "Man, get out of here with the."
Yeah. I think that's also another piece of advice for people trying to do social media. Just let stuff roll off, because it might be a troll. They might be AI. You never know. It might be a bot or something like
that's true.
that. Just either way, it's engagement and it's helping push y'all's content. So, from a couple standpoint, how do you guys stay aligned with each other while building a brand, raising kids, and like managing everyday life?
We have our own separate jobs. And this is where it is, oh, content creating is not a job. It most certainly is.
Facts.
So I am a paralegal. And so all I do is deal with contracts and read them and make sure they are in good standing and they go with what we are in tune with. So it's similar when we get a brand, I review the contracts, and my husband he's a accountant, so he negotiates. He negotiates with the brands and also follow up and making sure that, every payments are in. And he also pitch to brand companies and like say, hey, I'll come up with an idea. I'm like, oh, this is the brand I'm going to work with. And he'll go ahead and reach out. We'll do our research because we both work in the legal field as well.
Yeah.
So we'll do our research and find out their emails, and we'll pitch to them, and we'll have a number, and he keeps this is my spreadsheet guy, Excel spreadsheet guy. So he keeps the numbers all together and makes sure. So we're able to use our degrees in the field
Yes.
that we are. So and he doesn't step on my toes where we're not stepping on each other's toes, and we're being,
It's all collaborative. Like,
yeah.
we bounce ideas off each other. We sit and talk about the direction that we're trying to go in. Even with the content, the content is mostly real life. Like we're just set the camera to record and something funny happens, or something funny happens and like, oh, let's recreate this because it was so relatable. I'm pretty sure people would laugh at this or resonate with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, we pretty much just try to show our life. We're not trying to do anything too out of pocket. Yeah.
So this podcast is called Live Good, Feel Better. And the whole point of the podcast is to bring on real people that talk about real life. So as beautiful as you guys' home looks and everything, even with the growth of your social media, what are some challenges y'all still face as a family, or even with the home renovations that we might not see behind the scenes? Like maybe you painted a wall the wrong color, or maybe the house was a mess for a week. Like, what are some things that we don't see?
Me staying on budget. That's a big one. He gets on me all the time,
Yeah.
like how to scale it back. Okay, how can we do it this way? So we've been here for 5 years. I've painted the house 7 times.
Really?
So he gets very like, I need you to pick a color. And I'm like, I don't like this color. Can you redo this color? Can we do this? And so that's what I'm like, so when I did the DIY project too, it's like I save money because I'm doing the DIY project, but I also use a lot of money because girl math, if I'm saving money doing it myself, I can buy this one that I really want to buy. And he's like, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
So we do discuss, like most couples, money is a big issue. So we do discuss, if I'm gonna be honest, we do get into little heated conversations about money. And because,
Happens. Yep.
for instance, like our bathroom, I already know what's going to happen. I could prepare for that. And like, I need, because it's so most common use place. So in
Yeah.
my head, I had to make sure I do this right. And I have little boys in there. So little boys, they pee everywhere aside except where they need to pee.
Yeah.
And when they're washing their hands, they're learning, and so they're washing wood. So I need to get the quality,
Yeah.
and and that's gonna be an issue. And so, but I also learned what he's gonna go for and what he's not gonna go for. Believe it or not, when I present anything to him relating to the house, it's in a form of a presentation.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so what do you mean by presentation? Like, you actually
I
like
have a PowerPoint.
PowerPoint,
Chat GPT. I do the pros and cons. And I'm like, I know this is what's going to be your concern, and here's how we're going to work that out. Or what is your concern? And I'll note it, and then I'll come back with another presentation. Okay, this is how we're able to maneuver. And I feel like that works best with us.
Yeah.
It's literally all the PowerPoints lesson that I've learned in school. Only I use it for my marriage.
Yeah, I just got to make sure that she's sure about what she wants to do, because a lot of times in the house, we'll decide to do something, change something, and it could be a month or two later, and she's already ready to change that, whatever we change. So it's like, okay, we did this, let's move on to another project, let's do something else. People, we liked it first of all, and then people liked it when they saw, the content and stuff. So it's like we can put that aside and go on to do something else.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part, is getting her to be happy with what we've done. It's like, I don't know how you would phrase it, but like, like how buyer's remorse, and you buy something and you automatically or instantly feel like regret about maybe this wasn't the right move or whatever. But
I instantly get it.
Pretty much instantly.
Like the kitchen that we just did. I'm like, should I have switched the paint colors? But I love it. I'm not gonna touch it because the whole point is to set the house really nice and to be able to sell it.
Yeah.
And that's why it might be a challenge to do a full tour, because we always trying to, something might be changing in the house. So
right.
There's clothes, there's chairs, there's everything is all over the place except for that one area where we want you to see.
That's social media right there in a nutshell.
Like,
let's clean up this little area where we're gonna film. Especially like when I'm doing my juicing videos, the kitchen looks clean. It's chaos
Immaculate.
behind the camera.
Immaculate.
It's fruit everywhere. So if someone is watching this and they feel like their home is chaotic or they're not where they want it to be, what's one small step they can take to become more intentional about creating an environment that helps their mental health?
Paint. I always say painting. Painting helps a lot. Like, okay, he's gonna get on me with this one, but our bedroom, I had when I first did my hotel series and I did dark room and
Yep.
we talk about mental health. I need to change the paint color. It's too dark in there and it doesn't put me in a good space. Like, not to say like it's just not warm and inviting as I want it to be.
Yeah.
It's
So
a moody room, but a little too moody.
it's a little too moody for me.
Like
And
Gotham
it's
or
yeah, yeah, the color is beautiful, but
yeah.
for if I'm giving anyone's advice, it's just paint. And then
Keeping it clean too. Like to me, I thought the house was fine before we started painting and doing everything. As long as it was clean, I
Yeah.
was okay. You know what I mean? I was all right. So I think if you a small piece of advice is at the very least keep it clean.
Yeah.
keep it clean, but like when you're painting, I think you should pick a paint color that makes you feel warm and fuzzy.
Yep.
Like when you walk inside your home, the everyday stress you get from work and the outside world, as soon as you walk in, you're just like, because your home should always feel like, hey, welcome home, with your home hugging you to come in.
Yeah. Yep.
So I always say, if you're not getting that hug from your home, a simple paint. You don't have to gut anything down. You don't have to go buy X, Y, and Z because you you buy it and it's just gonna end up being along the line another things to donate to Goodwill.
Yeah.
So I just say paint does numbers. Like right now, like when I see people paint their house yellow, their door yellow, a simple yellow door. It's just a pastel colors. Whatever makes you feel good inside
Yeah.
as a paint color, do it. That's my advice. Your home should not feel like it should feel like an escape.
So I gotta ask this. As you were explaining that sounded like a commercial. Like, do you guys think you have a second career in interior design? Like, or could you even see yourself like being an interior designer for somebody else's home, or does the passion come from this is our home, we just want to do what we want with it?
I think the passion comes from it being our home and doing it what we want to do with it.
Yeah.
We talked about the interior design before. I talked about it before to her and saying that people give feedback. They're like, "Oh, come do my home, come do my home," but
Yeah.
then you run into having to do it their way. You know, like if someone hired you to come design their places, like it takes away creative your
You know what they
creativity.
say, when it becomes work, it takes the joy out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think too, as I'm learning, I wouldn't do anybody's home. I'm not in that space. I
Yeah.
think the reason why, I think I want to build a signature look.
So I ask this to every single guest. What does live good, feel better mean to you as a family?
I think one of the best thing you can do is self-care. And I think that's what it means. Self-care with our home, self-care with ourselves, self-care with our family. And if you have that self-care, then you're living good and you're feeling good.
Perfect.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. I mean,
You can't pour from an
living.
empty cup.
Facts.
Okay,
She coming with all the quotes.
That's a bar. I agree with that.
Yeah.
You got that.
Absolutely. So this is the time I want y'all to brag on yourselves, talk about what you have coming up, where people
man.
can follow you. I know y'all got, TikTok and Instagram. Just kind of talk about what you have going on and how people can follow you.
You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
We're gonna
We're
be
trying
more.
to get it more on YouTube,
Yeah.
more consistent. We've done the shorts. We do want to do like long form videos, but haven't kind of figured out what
YouTube.
to do yet.
I don't know how to work YouTube.
Because we got a good amount of followers on YouTube, but just from doing shorts.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people on the outside be like, man, how'd you get so many followers? And
Shorts.
beats me, beats me.
We don't know how you work. We can't give advice. Yeah, I would say follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. We're planning on being more consistent. That's our goal this month and moving forward. If you're looking for a wholesome family where there's DIY projects, where there's intentional living, and where there are some chaotic and relatable content, we're your people.
So thank y'all for being on the show. I know
Thank
we
you for
rescheduled this a
having
few
us.
times, but yeah, of course.
Life happens, man. Life happens. So it's good that we were able to pick a date and finally get to stick with it.
Let me
Yes.
give you your flowers.
Oh yeah.
Let's give you your flowers.
good.
I think I'm so proud of you. I really am.
Thank you.
And seeing the juicing come, it is like with us trying to be more intentional because we took out all the plastics at our home and stuff like that, and we're trying
Yeah.
to eat better. And seeing you do that and your video, sir, I have questions like the way you spin it, the way you do this. And I think if I had to give an advice, is just stick to it and be consistent with it.
Yeah.
Because you have an act like I have a thing where I know when a show is going to like make it or they're going to get canceled the first season.
Yeah.
And I had the same thing with the content creators. I'm like, oh, they're not going to make it that far. Oh, they're going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to make it.
I appreciate that. That's good to
We
hear.
we always find ourselves asking, like, man, how's this not viral? How is this not? How do you not have more followers? How do we not have more followers? Like, we sit back, we look at our content, we look at your content, and just evaluate, like, this is good quality stuff. Like, I see people enjoying this.
Yeah.
And so you just have to be consistent with it until it catches on.
Well, I'm going to put my followers on because I just started talking about being more health-wise. So your
Yeah.
videos, I'm going to be trying your videos and posting it and shouting you out.
Definitely.
We got to support each other 100%. And I think you really do have an act. Your storytelling, your videos, keep going.
I will.
Keep going.
It's a challenge for sure.
Mhm.
Being an entrepreneur and then full-time husband and father. Sometimes it'll be like, man, I don't even feel like picking up that camera. Like, sometimes I'll juice. I'm like, I probably should record, but I don't feel like it. So yeah, it's good to hear that for sure, and definitely same to you guys. I'm proud of y'all. And when I originally started this podcast, it was just about physical health, and then I started to see like more of my friends online like doing stuff. I'm like, well, okay, this is mental health, or this is spiritual health. Like, we can encompass all those things.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, well, I have to have y'all on doing the home renovation. That's all about mental health. So yeah, any platform I have, I would love to have y'all come on anytime.
I would love to support. It's always a yes for you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate
always
same
say
back to
yes.
y'all. Oh, this is actually season 2. This is the first or second episode of season 2. Happy that we made it this far. Y'all tune in next Tuesday, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace. Welcome to the afterthoughts, okay? These are the thoughts I have after the conversation, okay? And one thing that I truly got from that interview is how they do things together. How, Vially might be good in one thing, Nate might be good in another thing, and they just mesh. They come together like Shaq and Kobe, like peanut butter and jelly, like the perfect family. And no family is perfect. Every family has flaws. Every house gets messy. Every husband and wife may get into it sometimes, but they are making it happen day by day. And I truly, truly hope you guys are inspired by everything that they talked about in that interview. So if you got something from this interview, if you feel inspired to, make your home better, just to clean your home up even, give them a follow. We will see y'all next Tuesday at midnight. So if you're up, you can watch the episode right away. And if you get up for work in the morning, the episode going to be right there waiting for you, okay? With that being said, by the way, this song is going to be on my album. It's called Winning Season. We're going to let that play right now. Peace. ambition, I'ma go after. Obstacles, it don't matter. All action, low chatter, won't slow down, I'ma go faster. More goals that I'll try. Let's scroll on Wi-Fi, no fast food in my gut. More sunshine, cause I'm outside. Only time speaking vocally is in the song, then you gon' see every single thing pan out like my wife cooking and we bout to eat. Bank accounts with interest, stocks up when I invest. No updates on my timeline, could care less if you impress. My vision board on Pinterest, I'm praying more when I get stressed. I'm making sure that my kids set. My 2 boys, they been next. Took a break, I'ma get going. I was moving quiet like the wind blowing. Now I'm stomping for my dreams, and I promise you there's no more tiptoeing. Cause ambition, I'ma go after. Obstacles, it don't matter. All action, low chatter, won't slow down, I'ma go faster. More goals that I'll try. Let's scroll on Wi-Fi, no fast food in my gut. More sunshine, cause I'm out.